We are saying if there is death in Zamfara state, if a Muslim is killed or a Christian is killed, any brutal death by these armed terrorists should be condemned and perpetrators should be brought to justice. We are not here to aggregate deaths in Nigeria that it is 1 million Christian, 1 million Muslims.
The issue of Boko Haram, we are in danger. With ISIS being driven from Syria and Iraq, they have nowhere to go but Africa, particularly North Africa. And one area, one country that they will want to go is Libya. Libya is almost a failed state, and Libya has resources. And if you have ISIS taking over Libya, we will all be in trouble. And not only us, a lot will happen in Europe and maybe here as well. So it is incumbent on all of us to make sure that that does not happen.
The narrative moved from Boko Haram to Fulani headsmen. And Fulani headsmen are ravaging everywhere in the country as we speak.
But we have to find solution, because part of our problem is because of lack of education. 53% literacy in the Northeast, 94% in the South. Now you can see that gap. That gap itself it speaks for itself. That look, you cannot have unity without you closing the gap between the education of the people in the North and education of people in the South. You cannot, and education has implication for employment, employability, for standard of living, for everything, and that we have to do.
I believe that we need a special envoy for Nigeria in the Lake Chad region who can coordinate the response to the crisis by various agencies of our government, and who can work with the allies in France and England and other countries on terrorism, hunger, sexual trafficking, corruption, religious freedom, human rights violations, education, all of the...
Congressman Wolf, thank you very much for what you are doing and for our part of the world generally, but for Nigeria in particular. And I cannot agree with you more on the point you have made that this country needs to have a special envoy to look at things and hold things together. And you mentioned a number of them: security, population, education, development, particularly in the northeast zone of Nigeria and in the Lake Chad region.
This is our president, Olusegun Obasanjo, who is in Washington, D.C., engaging our partners and friends about Nigeria.
I want to say thank you, Stephen, and I also thank Richard and the International Committee on Nigeria. We need to make the world know about our country, about our situation, and we need the assistance of the world, the international community, where we have difficulties. We shouldn't be shy. We shouldn't be afraid. We should be transparent about what we do and what we say, because Nigeria's fortune is in the best interest of not only Nigeria, Africa, and the entire world.
Thank you, sir.